So, what are the best foods to lose weight? Is there any particular food that, if eaten, will help greatly with weight loss? Now, there are many types that can really aid in your pursuit to doing some weight loss, and I'm about to talk about some of these. This is going to sound obvious, but the best foods to lose weight are those that are healthy and natural. Simple advice that goes a long way as far as health and getting rid of extra baggage around the waist are concerned. There are many foods that people commonly eat that are not healthy, especially when dieting. One such food is bleached flour or enriched flour. This can be found in most white breads, pastas, etc. Another example is white rice and fruits that are in a syrupy substance. These foods are cheaper than the more expensive choices, and they usually taste better, but that's because they have more sugar, fat, and preservatives and artificial flavors to make it taste that way. It's definitely not a healthy choice. Now let's discuss carbohydrates. You do need them in a healthy diet, even if you don't eat many of them. The healthiest carbohydrates to eat are whole grains and whole oat products, legumes, beans, fruits, vegetables, and other products that are made from the natural product. Potatoes and sweet potatoes are an example of this. They're healthy and filled with fiber and nutrition. Now these are called complex carbohydrates, for example, the sweet potatoes I mentioned before, and they're great for losing weight and overall health. The reason is because sweet potatoes are they're the natural state of the potato. They're not processed the way potatoes you buy from like a store that's packaged would be. They're natural, they got everything, they got all the nutrients. Now fat is also something that you're going to need in your diet. Healthy fats are known to promote heart health, and they can even help with weight loss and speeding up your metabolism. Now you can find these types of fats in nuts, especially flaxseed and walnuts, which have omega-3s, olives, avocados, cottage cheese, and stuff of that nature. Now, unlike other types of fats, these fats are healthy and really good for you. Notice that all the foods I'm listing here are very natural and not altered at all. Basically, they're plucked from the plant and ready to eat. This is the way we should eat. When we eat processed foods that are prepared in the factory, we gain weight and get healthy conditions and diseases. Now, the more natural foods that you can access, the better. Don't worry about organic foods and things like that yet. Right now, you just need to focus on getting more healthy natural foods and getting rid of unhealthy foods. Knowing what to eat isn't as important as knowing what not to eat. Stay away from processed foods. In general, if it's packaged, it's suspect for inspection. Now here's an example. Tuna is a great type of food to eat for lean, protein, and omega-3 fats. And it's a great choice for people that are trying to lose weight, except for the fact that it's canned. Now you can get regular fresh tuna from the market, and it'll be much better than canned tuna. Now, even though canned is a pretty healthy way of packaging things compared to the other options that they have, you also get a lot of sodium, which is really bad for you, and it's just not as fresh as natural fresh tuna that you could buy. Now take a look at another food, chips. That's a very, very processed food. What I like to do when I look at foods is look at it in the store, and if it's processed, like if it's in a package, I'll look at it and I'll ask myself, what did it take them to make this food? For example, chips. They can't just pluck it out of the ground and put it in there. They have to process all of the corn, put all the ingredients in it, make the flavoring, bake it to a certain degree, and all these different processes that just make it really complex. And while all these processes go on, different ingredients are added. And speaking of that, let's talk about the ingredients. These processed foods, they use oftentimes the cheapest ingredients that are most profitable to them. So what you end up getting is really bad quality ingredients used to make this food, and then they make it taste better by adding artificial flavors, preservatives, and all kinds of other things to boost up the taste. But in reality, if they didn't add any of those flavoring things, it would taste like a very nasty chip.